Teacher Kim here. Welcome back to my channel. So recently I went on vacation and I didn't take my computer. Now my computer is very big, very nice, huge screen, wonderful for Manicam, wonderful for Google Slides. But it's a desktop and I wasn't sure where I could set up at, so since we went to the beach with family and I knew I might have to teach in a bathroom, I wasn't going to set my desktop up in a bathroom, my all-in-one very nice desktop. So I took my laptop, but my laptop is very small, and while it can run Manicam, it cannot handle Manicam, the VIPKid app, and it can't handle iTutor, it can't handle a lot. So I was going, nothing. I love my digital rewards, I love my digital props, but I went without them. I took a few stuffed animals and my handy dandy whiteboard. So I'm going to show you today how I do rewards when I don't have Manicam. And I didn't want to use my phone for Google Slides. Yes, you can use your phone for Google Slides. It is awesome. I love it. But I don't like to have to deal with the glare. I didn't have great lighting. I just was doing it the simple way. So here's the simple way. I take a few good markers. Now, I am a brand name marker girl. I love Expo. Expo lasts the longest, come off the easiest. Even with that, certain colors may not come off your board easily. So I don't take those with me because I don't have time to scrub if I'm in the middle of classes. So I always take a black, a blue, and maybe a color or two. Okay, so let's say I took these 4 colors. One of the rewards I've done with my students with VIPKid is to draw. So this is one of the ones I've done many times. Please don't make fun of my drawing skills. I am not a good artist, but that's part of the fun. The kids think it's so funny that I can't draw. And this one actually turned out pretty decent. But each time my student gets a star, I just draw a little bit of this. I don't do it all at once. Now also, because I didn't have my Manicam stars and I did not take any stars with me, all around the edges when they got a star, I would draw a star. Okay? But I never told them what I was drawing. Now, by now you probably figured out who I'm drawing. Did you guess yet? Because by now they usually can guess. It's gonna be Dino. Now, here's where the fun comes in. If I have other colors with me, now's when I get to add them. And if I don't, it's okay. They know who it is without the colors. But I do like to have some colors. And maybe since I don't have red, maybe I can use orange for his mouth. I do big mouth. You gotta give a big grin for Dino. This is a fun, easy way of doing a reward for your students. It doesn't cost anything. I already have the board, I already have the markers, and like I said, by the end of class, we have our 5 stars, we have our Dino, and the kids love it. Now, what if I've already had the kid and I've done Dino before? I don't do it again, no. For instance, I had a kid who had on a unicorn shirt when I taught him. So I said, oh, you get a really poorly drawn unicorn. And yes, it was very poorly drawn. But you know what? The kid loved it. And yes, I've had her on my schedule since. It's a very bad unicorn, but it's a unicorn. So there's a lot of ways you can have fun and do rewards when you don't have Manicam, when you don't have other things. And I do not honestly have rewards to take with me. So this is my reward. If I have a child who maybe doesn't care as much, I might just draw the stars on here. Or I might draw stars and smiley faces or something simple. But this is a fun, easy way. Am I a good artist? No. Can I draw? Not really. I can draw a few things, but not well. But was it simple? Was it easy? Yes. The other thing I did was a lot of TPR, a lot of expression when I'm out of town, when I don't have my extra stuff. And even when I do, I always am expressive. I talk to the student. I do funny things. I get really close and I go really far away from the camera, even without the extra added Manicam stuff. And then I got something at the beach and they loved it. I got my little shark that sings. We won't listen to it all, but it does sing the song. That's a great extension, a great reward. We can talk about colors. Of course, can't forget my trusty dino always goes with me to the beach, to everywhere. My friend, my Panda, goes with me because Panda is great. New students, trial students, most students know, at least recognize him, even if they don't know his name. They know he's a panda. And that's a wonderful way too. So, these are just a few things I do when I don't have my extra props and rewards and things with me and when I'm not digital. It's scary not being digital for me, very scary, but you do what you have to do. When I was at the beach, I had my in-laws rented a place, so we went with my in-laws and my mother-in-law's sister and her grandkids, which are my kids' cousins. And so there were 4 children all in one room. They had 2 sets of bunk beds. They had their own room. Then there was a room with twin beds that my in-laws took. My husband's aunt, she slept on the couch, and they gave us the queen bed in the bedroom with the bathroom attached, which we didn't ask for, but they decided to do that for us. So all I had was the bathroom that was attached to teach in. Everywhere else was somebody sleeping. So I taught in the bathroom. I put my computer, my laptop on the toilet. I sat on the floor on a rug, and behind me was a cabinet, but it worked. And ended up, here's my one tip for traveling. My one most important tip besides bringing your whiteboard and your props. Don't forget your charger like I did. I got down there and realized I did not have my charger. And I have a ThinkPad, which is a great computer, but at its best has 8 hours battery, and mine is like 3 years old. It lasted me through like 5 or 6 classes. On the last class, it said it had an hour and a half battery left, and it died. My laptop died. I went to Best Buy the very next day after we got there, that Monday after I taught classes. I went to Best Buy. They didn't have the charger. I went to Batteries Plus. They didn't have the charger. The next day I went to Everything Computer, which is a everything computer store. They didn't have the charger. So what do? You take the hit. You deal with the low bookings for a little while afterwards. I took an IT for my class that I was in the middle of I literally got in the classroom to teach my favorite student who I just taught this morning. I got in there to teach, and my computer just died. It wouldn't register anything. So I immediately got on my phone. What do you do when you have that happen? What do you do when you realize that you don't have a way to teach? You go on your phone, on your VIPKid app, and you go to the little 3 dots up here, and you contact and tell them there's a classroom issue. You contact the fireman. So the first thing I did, I contacted the fireman. I messaged the fireman and said, hey, I'm going to have to take an IT, tell my student I'm sorry that it died. My computer died. I don't have a charger. I have not been able to find a charger anywhere at the beach. I've spent days looking, and no one has one because my computer is old and it has a special charging port, and it has to have a certain voltage. By the way, you cannot just get any charger for any laptop. You have to make sure you have the right voltage. So that's why I went to Best Buy and asked them, what voltage do I need? Because there are options, but none of them would work. They would fry your computer. So I got on there and I did that. The first thing I did, and then the second thing I did after I just said, okay, I canceled my classes for the next day. Now, we were supposed to have gone home the next day. Okay, I had classes the following. I would have been great. I would have been home. And then everybody's like, no, we want to stay another day at the beach. And I'm like, I can't tell my kids they can't stay and have fun with their grandparents and their cousins. And we were enjoying our time. And I was like, the day I had my computer died on Tuesday in my last class. We're supposed to go home on Wednesday. I had 3 classes on Wednesday, so I canceled them. I took a $2 hit because I was over 24 hours on my classes. So I took my $2 hit, and I canceled all 3 classes. That's 1 cancellation. It was all in one day. And then they begged and begged and begged on Wednesday was it Wednesday? No, it was still on Tuesday, I think. But they begged and begged and begged and begged and begged for us to stay till Thursday. When someone else is paying for your vacation anyway, yeah, you kind of okay. So I had 3 classes for Thursday, so I went ahead and canceled them as well. And I told my husband, I said, look, I can take these 2 hits. That's 2 cancellations on my contract. I said, I've never, ever canceled, never had an IT issue, never had any problem. I will take those 2 hits. But I had to be home for Friday, because Friday I had 6 classes, and I was not canceling, making 2 more cancellations. I said, no. I said, I have to be home for Friday. He said, okay, agreed. Which everybody was kind of like, even though we had the place booked till Saturday, everybody's kind of was getting tired. Because it's a big ordeal getting 4 kids down to the beach, getting them to the pool. And my mother-in-law is a go, 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 go person. Where I like to relax, she likes to go. So if we weren't on the beach, we needed to be at the pool or out doing something, or she didn't want the kids in the house. She wanted them out, which is great, and there's nothing wrong with that, unless you're in a small little place and there's nowhere to take them. So, yeah, so by Thursday we were all ready to kind of go home, and we were tired. So I was able to go home, and I was able to teach Friday. Now, have my bookings taken a hit? Yes. Is this why? It may be. I don't honestly know. Here's why you have 2 companies. Just throw this in here because I'm kind of rambling today. But to make up for the losses I'm losing because my bookings are low with VIPKid, I just open up more slots with iTutor. And yes, I've added GoGoKid. No, they have not let me sign my contract yet. I'm waiting. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they let me sign that soon, and I can open up their classes as well and fill in some spots. And hopefully bookings pick up with VIPKid. I think after August they will. I think they pushed the newbies on the kids and let them get most of the classes. I have still seen all my regulars every week. Most of my regulars, I know at least one is taking the summer off, and I'm sure others are doing something too. I've had some that I haven't seen in a few weeks, and that's okay. It's okay. But I just have opened iTutor, and it's great. So if you have the option, if you are low bookings, get a second company. Doesn't have to be iTutor. Can be GoGoKid. Can be whichever one you like. But it helps to have a backup. I like iTutor because they book me. The last 3, not last night, but 3 nights prior, I have opened up from 9:30 p.m. until 3:30 a.m. and had back-to-back-to-back classes. Completely fully booked. Easy classes, easy money. I didn't have to prep. I didn't have to think. I just had to teach. That's great. Would I have been as confident a year ago when I started? No. But anyway, all of this to say, if you go on vacation and you choose to teach on vacation, take your charger, take your props, take a whiteboard, because your whiteboard can be your best friend. And by the way, if you're not sure how to draw, guess what? Google has tons of stuff that you can do, simple how-to draws. Just do a quick drawing on a piece of paper and then draw it for the kids and surprise them. You'll be amazed at how easy it is. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Sorry this ended up being so long, but thanks for listening to my ramble, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!